All right, this is a quick video to show you 3 to 5 teachers and really high school and middle school teachers as well how to get scores from Master and Connect to Engrade with keeping both of the standard specific scores and like the overall assessment score as well. So it's kind of capturing both of those things at the same time. So in order to start, we're going to have 2 windows open on in our web browser. So I have Engrade open here, and you'll notice I'm in my gradebook for my 4th grade math class. And then over here, I have Master Connect open as well. So in Master Connect, I'm going to open I was in that 4th grade math class. So I'm going to open my 4th grade math tracker. And I'm going to find my assessment. Boop, boop, boop. There it is. And I'm just going to click on Assess. Now, so from here, I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. First, I'm looking for which standards are associated with this one so that I can match them over in Engrade. And then I'm also looking for what is my total score over here. So now I'm going to hop back over to Engrade and I'm going to create a new assessment. And I want it to match that assessment that I have in Master Connect. So I'm going to call this from Master Connect. And if you notice over here, my points possible was 41. So I want that score to be maintained over here. And then I'm going to click more options so I can tag those standards. And I might do a little flipping back and forth. So here I've got OA 1.3, OA 1.5 or OA 5, NBT 4 through 6, and C5. So I'm going to come back over here. A lot of flipping back and forth. OAS 1.3, OAS 5, NBT, was it 4 through 6? Yup. 4 through 6. And now that last one was a standard that was assessed in Master Connect, but we don't have a match for it in Engrade. So we're actually going to end up kind of ignoring that column in Master Connect because we often assess more than we're actually going to end up reporting out. So we're not going to even worry about that column. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We got the ones that match here, and we're going to hit Submit. And then those 3 standards show up there. And then I'm just going to save the assignment from here. Now, first we're going to start by getting in that overall score. So what did they get out of 41? Because I kind of want to capture that information as well as how they performed at mastery level on the specific standards. So to start, I'm going to hop back over to Master Connect and I'm going to go ahead and click on my hamburger up here. And it gives me the option to export scores, which is what I want. This is going to give me a raw score. So what out of 41 did they get? So I'm going to go ahead and click on Export Scores, and then I'm going to hop back to Engrade, and you'll see my cursor is in the first student in the box for this assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and click the FN key, which is in your lower left hand of your keyboard, and the F8 key, which is in the upper row, kind of a little bit right of center. And you'll see, like magic, my scores are going to fill in. So I have that overall score for my kids. So we're halfway there. So we have the overall score. Now we want to get that standard specific and capture that more specific information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click up here on the title of the assessment. It's going to take me to this screen where this looks familiar. This should be where you normally like edit your assessment. We're going to hop over to the next tab, the standard scores. Okay, you'll see that this automatically filled out so that, for example, my student Gloria, she got 100% on the assessment, so it automatically gave her the top mastery for each of those standards. For Gloria, that's probably true because she got 100%, but for like Claire, say, she got a 36, she probably didn't get that evenly spread across these, and especially it's probably not true for a student like Mitchell. He may have done better on some standards than others. So in order to capture that specific how they performed on a standard, we're going to start by clearing all of this. Now this is going to keep that overall score, that out of 41 score. It's just going to get rid of all that standard stuff because we want to fill it in more specifically for Master Connect. So we're just going to go ahead and hit clear all, and it's going to ask you if you're sure, and you are sure. You're just going to press OK. See, it maintained that score, and we're just going to go ahead and refill in these scores. So to do that, I'm going to start by hovering over this first one, and I'm going to see that this one is 4.OA.1-3. So we're going to hop back to Master Connect. We can X this out now, and we're going to look for 4.OA/1-3 and hit Export Scores. So we hover over the standard title and then Export Scores. And here we're going to switch it to Mastery because we want to basically take If they got like a green in Master Connect, we want that to be a green in Engrade. So we're basically taking their level of mastery over, not necessarily the raw score, because those raw scores wouldn't make sense for an out of 4 kind of rating. So once we switch this to mastery, we're going to go ahead and leave this alone. We're going to leave it open. We're going to pop back over to Engrade, put our cursor in the first student for that standard, and then FN, F8, and it's going to fill out those standard scores for us. Then we're going to just basically rinse and repeat for the other one. So our next one, we're going to hover, see what it is, OA5, come back here, X, OA5, export scores, change to mastery, leave alone, Engrade, first student, FN, F8. And it's going to fill it out for us. And then rinse and repeat one more time for that last one. So check the standard. It's NBT 4 through 6. Come back over here, X, NBT through 4 through 6, export scores, change to mastery, Engrade, here, FN, F8, and we're good. So now we have kind of a little bit more of a variation. So like, for example, for Mitchell, when we first did this, it gave him a 1.8 across the board for all of those standards. But really, Mitchell understands the second standard over. He just doesn't understand the first and the second, or the first and the third, which is why his score is so low. So it kind of gives us a more realistic look at how these students are actually performing on a standard-specific basis. So from here, we're going to go ahead and save the scores. And you'll see you've got the regular score, and then if we look from the standards view, we've got the standard scores captured more accurately for our students. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at msomerville@euclidschools.org. Have a nice day.